Fight fans, our final amateur fight of the night scheduled. Three 3-minute rounds in our unified amateur featherweight division. Introducing first, this man fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 5 foot 10 inches tall, his official weight, 144.5 pounds. His record, 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Representing Burlington Training Center from Burlington, Ontario. Please welcome Chris Henhawk. Across the cage, his opponent, this man fighting out of the red corner. Standing 5 foot 11 inches tall, his official weight 145 pounds even. His record, 3 wins, 2 losses. Representing Black Dragon MMA from Red Deer, Alberta. Please welcome Leo the Lion Bonin. When the cage door closes, your referee in charge is Serious Antisocial.
Antisocial, the third man inside of the cage for our final amateur bout. John Ramdine alongside Mitch Clark calling the action. Chris Henhawk, the red shorts. Leo Bonin in the black.
Touch. Measure approach there from Leo Bonin and takedown. In deep, Bonin fighting with that underhook and splitting his stance. You know, good cage defense so far. Henhawk trying to soften him up a little bit with some strikes. He has a strong underhook and good head positioning, looking to finish that single leg there, though. Notice here the hand fighting becomes the big thing. Bonin doing a good job of covering the hands. Now looking for a short arm guillotine, I think, but I think he needs to go back to that hand fighting. He's doing an effective job of it, you know. Unfortunately, there's a lot of time spent against the cage without offense for Bonin. So Henhawk looking to lock those hands together and pull out. There we go. Yeah, good job. And moving to that, well, partial half guard position.
And right in his corner.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a perfect situation.
Yeah, great positioning. Yeah, great positioning. But Bonin looking for that triangle right off the hop. You know, he needs to start breaking that posture. Henhawk doing a good job of using the cage to his advantage, you know, not allowing for the extension to happen, but Bonin still after it.
Still thinking about it.
Yeah, still wants it, holding that chin and looking for that triangle still there, even though he's kind of getting compacted in again against the cage, but he's doing a good job in terms of you know, making his opponent worry. And as long as that grip doesn't break, that triangle doesn't break, then I think
you can inch your way.
Exactly.
You can keep it there and try to maintain this position where you can lock it in deeper, which is just about to happen.
Yeah, you know, Henhawk looking for that big kind of stack position, which, you know, you're playing with fire. It's like when people try to like jam their opponent down when they have an arm bar. Sometimes it makes it tighter and sometimes it gets you out. You know, Henhawk out now, but Bonin still being fairly active, you know, looking for that far side arm control across the head. You know, he's got lanky shins, you know, like you got to use that to advantage. Right here going to the butterfly, but his head and neck was trapped against the cage, so it doesn't allow him to get a lot of leverage to push his opponent out, unfortunately.
And I would expect, if you're Henhawk, a little more confidence now knowing that submission, not that big of a threat, that you can deal with what he's got off of his back.
Yeah, 100%. You know, but he's continued to attack in a sweep attempt, man. And the sweep, there we go. Like almost nice little pendulum sweep to the back. And
not enough time.
Not enough time, but it makes your opponent worried, and I think it looks good to the ref. I mean, to the judges. Maybe the ref likes it. I don't know.
Yeah. End of the round. Bonin finishing the round on top, but it was a round that was mostly controlled by Chris Henhawk.
Yeah, primarily controlled by Henhawk. You know, there's submission attempts and a good sweep from Leo Bonin, but you know, it's an interesting way to score. 3 minutes is not a lot of time, unfortunately. So I'm very interested to see how the judges score it. I would give the advantage to Henhawk, but once again, it's subjective to wherever the judges are seeing at the time.
And as I mentioned before, you would imagine if you're Henhawk, you have a lot of confidence in that round because everything was going your way, except to the very end, where you got swept. So those are things that you certainly can't take for granted.
Yep.
You can't just say, hey, I was able to escape 1 or 2 submission attempts.
Yeah.
This will be a walk in the park for me.
No.
And the next thing you know, you're looking up at the lights and somebody's punching you from top position.
Exactly. So, I think he's again might be a little bit weary, or at least a little bit more controlled when he does get the takedown. But Bonin doing a good job, but he has to be a little bit more, put a little bit more emphasis on, I need to get going right away. Good job by both fighters, to be honest.
If you are Bonin, you cannot allow that to happen again.
Or you have to get going right away.
Right away.
Yeah, once you get taken down, get going. Or, he looked good once he started using his grappling, but, too much time wasted, unfortunately.
That's it. The two back at it. Bonin with that kind of crouch stance.
Yeah. And throwing a combination. Henhawk.
Now it's Bonin looking for the takedown.
Coming up on top.
Awesome stuff.
Nice little single leg there, and Henhawk looking to go back. He might have, he is a bigger fighter, maybe cutting a lot of weight or whatever, but Bonin in control here. Maybe realizing he's not outclassed, and his grappling he comes from a good grappling background. And he's keeping pressure here in side control, making his opponent work.
I think Bonin just liked the story that Henhawk was telling in round 1. He's like, wait a second, I want that to be my story.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do the grapple, and right here, looking to pin that arm down, probably get some ground and pound going. Nice little forearm shiver there on the neck, just keeping that pressure down, making his opponent uncomfortable. Knee on belly, nice transition to mount, and letting his opponent give up his back, and kind of continuing on where we were in round 1.
That's right.
Great control here. Good control from mount, moving in here, ground and pound, like little strikes. Henhawk has to do a better job of not just reaching back. Yeah, you're getting hit, but you got to worry about having your neck exposed.
Bonin coming back around on top.
Yep.
The most dominant position in many people's opinion, as
Rear
now.
naked choke attempt. Nope, my bad.
He was trying.
He's trying. In a nice little body triangle there. Henhawk trying to step over and cause that pressure, but Leo Bonin not really concerned and looking to continue to work from here. He's doing a good job of trying to work, but he has that left arm trapped, and he needs to get that arm free. He's doing a good job. He needs to kind of switch his opponent over to the other side and really have that control. That knee probably doesn't look like it's in a fun position right now. There we go, body triangle back to hooks. Bonin really active here, and he might have it underneath the chin now.
It looks like he was
Gable grip now.
punching to secure the rear choke.
Look at that control as he comes up on his opponent. Just continue to work. Chris Henhawk doing everything he can to just get
disrupt the balance.
Yeah, get him off me. Bonin staying sticky though. Staying on top, keeping that control, continue to strike. Once again, going into that almost body triangle position. And he keeps hips behind his opponent though, just to keep his opponent from spinning in. He's got that body triangle again though.
And you would expect sooner or later, with all those big movements by Henhawk, your energy is going to be depleted.
Well, you got someone putting the pressure on you, and every time you feel like you're fine, the guy's hitting you, keeping that pressure, and you're just trying to survive. It feels like you're in the deep end of the pool, and you can only kind of swim. Bonin just keeping after him.
But look at this, right at the end of the round, a sweep.
Yeah, same thing as last round, just the person who had it on them the whole time causes the switch off. A very interesting fight so far.
First round, all Henhawk until the end of the round. Round 2, all Bonin until the end of the round.
Yeah, and same thing, both guys controlling majority of the round, and then just, last 10 seconds switching off, and it's interesting. I'm interested to see how round 3, we got one apiece in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see, because both of them, whoever's implementing their grappling and gets on top is the one that's controlling the fight. If I'm either coach, I'm like, get that takedown, get on top, keep the pressure on. The grappling in terms of effective movements, I'd give to Bonin, but when Henhawk was on top, he was keeping the pressure on his opponent and trying to hit and keep things going. So This is anyone's fight at this point.
Final instructions given from the corner as we are heading into the third and final round of our last amateur bout before our main card. The two fighters back after it. Will we see Bonin look for the takedown immediately? Or
Big strikes.
Yeah. Is it all about the striking here?
Bonin looking like he's more comfortable in the striking exchanges.
And just targeting that body.
Yeah.
Trying to wear out Henhawk, who closes that gap.
Yeah. Nice frame. Back to an underhook from Bonin, but we'll see. He needs to not stay here because he wasted a lot of time first round. Using that leg shield to try and he needs to have control of that upper body.
And a worst case scenario is you spend a lot of time with your back up against the cage, and then halfway through the round, you're taken down.
Yeah, yeah, and you wasted energy and time, and now you're losing. So, you know, Henhawk doing a good job with that head positioning, looking for that takedown repeatedly. Bonin needs to kind of get his butt off the cage. This is kind of like looking the same as round number 1 so far. Beautiful knees to the body, though.
Oh, and that one got the attention of Henhawk.
Yeah, good little snap down there, and Bonin on top, looking to keep the pressure on his opponent. Moving back to that back control right here. Looking to sink underneath the neck.
Bonin looks like he's in a good spot here, but no, Henhawk fighting it off.
Yeah, the same thing as before. Bonin has to watch his hip control, being right behind his opponent's hips. Not looking for that drag out. I don't know if I'd agree with that, since you have no space to create since your butt's against the fence.
Very intriguing considering the first half of round 3 controlled by Henhawk.
Yep.
And now with just over a minute left, Bonin taking the back.
Beautiful work there. And when Henhawk was worrying about the hands, Bonin put the hooks in. Now he's able to easily transition to the mount here. And it sends a big message to the judges. He just needs to continue to stay in this position like he was in round 2, but not end like how he ended round 2. Continue to search for that rear naked choke. But with these big puffy gloves, it's hard to get that finish.
And what I'm seeing from this position is that Bonin's scoring. He's attacking with submission attempts. He's throwing strikes to the side of the head, where in the first half of the round, we saw Henhawk, yes, controlling up against the cage, but not the volume of offense that we're seeing from Bonin here. But
and right back to the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. It was that big knee to the body, I think, that kind of set everything up for Bonin. Bonin playing a nice little foot on hip guard, getting up and not.
Wow, I have no idea how this fight is going to play out on the scorecards.
That was interesting, you know, all over the map. Different people taking control. This is...
I mean, I think it's safe to say round 1 and round 2, a round apiece.
Yep. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And then this round, somebody won the first half, somebody wins the second half.
I agree. It's I do not envy the judges on a good night, let alone with fights like this. Yeah. You know, but you know, a lot of high output by both fighters. You know, big grappling exchanges. Lots of good grappling, good defense for both guys, but you can't score on defense. You know what I mean?
And that's what I think the difference will be in round 3. I think the volume of offense from Bonin was just a little bit more.
I'd agree with that.
Just a little bit more. He threw more strikes when he had the back. He went for submissions, and I think just based on those numbers alone, that's why the judges would give him the win.
Yeah.
But that's not anything official.
No, definitely not.
That's a guess.
We've been wrong before. unfortunately.
I'm wrong all the time.
Oh yeah, that's my wife. But overall, it's just it was a good fight, you know. Especially, you know, whoever is turning to 4-1 definitely earned it.
A lot of fighters forcing the output. A lot of energy expelled. As we've got the official decision, we'll send it back up to Don Andrews.
Fight fans, the official results are in. Your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Leo the Lion Bonin.
I have no issue with that.
Yeah, like it's a fair assessment of the way things went down.